time is upon us. We've heard his bellows from afar. Can you hear him? He's approaching. And what say you? Is that you? Hello there! The fog separates and he appears from the shadows. He transforms before our very eyes and walks upon the earth. He is the Crow.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the Crow. That's me. And look, I'm just going to call it out up front. It's been a really long week, people. It's been, I'm not even sure what it's been or what it's going to be or where it's going to go, but I want to thank you all for tuning in and taking a listen. And we're gonna run down the rabbit hole just as far as we possibly can go. It's going to be that kind of week. But I will let you know that in the upcoming weeks, we've actually got next week is going to be a really lovely, very talented singer, songwriter, guitar player by the name of Ali Handel is going to be sitting in. The week after that, I think we're going to be having Mr. Anthony Ferrante, who is the director of Sharknado and Sharknado 2. And the week after that, Mr. Dylan Brody. So we've got some great stuff coming your way. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sort of, bloviate about some stuff that has been going on. Kind of blowing my mind and playing a little bit of music too, because, let's just have a fucking good time, because what else you got going on a Thursday night? Cool, me too, nothing. All right, so here's something that I actually read, and I want to state up front that I've only found this on one place on the internet. So this may be completely untrue. This may be completely false. Have I done enough to say that I'm not sure if this is, because I looked, only place that I found it, but on Empire News, what I read today was that Charles Manson, Uncle Charlie Manson, got paroled. I'm going to repeat that. Charles Manson, according to Empire News, got paroled. 79 years old, and after his years in prison for the bullshit that he pulled, and y'all know what he did, and the legacy that he has left the serial killer world. And he has even professed himself that he is still a dangerous human being. But according to Empire News, he's been paroled because of his age and ailing health at 79 years old. They were thinking, I don't know, we'll let him go. What was the thing that I read? Let's look for this. I printed this out. I made a point of this. 3 judges overseeing the state's efforts to the case of overcrowding. So this is about overcrowding because I guess the prisons are overcrowded. We'll kick out the old and the infirm to go where? Where are these people going to go? What are we going to do with them? We're gonna stick them someplace, and I don't know. How are they going to be supported? What are our tax dollars going to do? We're already spending tax dollars to take care of the care and feeding of one Charles Manson, but at least he's behind bars under guard. But yet, at least according to Empire News, they're going to let him loose. They're going to let him loose. They're going to stick him out there someplace. Who knows where? It could be in your backyard. Actually could be. If this is true, and that's a giant if, because once again, I've not seen anything about this anywhere else that says that this is true. But should it be the case, what do we do with that? Really, what do you do? Yes, on the one hand, yeah, he's 79 years old. Is he ever going to be in some place to be of any sort of influence to anybody? Although, this was a great thing, because this will come up. There's some guy, don't know who it is, and again, I'm only reading from what was up on empirenews.com, so fact check. There's a guy by the name of Joe Goldsmith who said It's a great fucking day in America. And this guy was camping out in front of the prison Wednesday morning, decked out in Manson gear with tattoos all over his face, saying, "Manson is my idol." That's a lead-in for this song.
I'm selfish and distracted. Complicate me, overstimulate me. I'm desperate and defective, and I've got what you need: the apathy and greed, the desire to spread the seed. Let's go!
Yeah, because that track sucks. That was Oedipus with Final Machine, one of my favorite bands, a bunch of my favorite people. So there you have that, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with Charlie. Like I say, that may just be a myth and a rumor, because it certainly hasn't shown up anywhere else. So I thought I would maybe, let's delve deep into I don't know, craziness. Let's talk about the idea of alimony. Yeah, alimony, something that is near and dear to my wallet. Um, and how, at least at this point, I think it's an outdated idea. I think it's something that should be done away with. There was a time, and I tried to do some research. It's amazing how hard it is to actually find some history about where and when the concept of alimony came from. But the idea, my belief and my understanding, and at the time I would go for it, the idea was that if a marriage was going to be dissolved, this was something that probably went on back in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, even the 70s, when, the truth was that, women didn't get the same shake as guys did. That's the fact. Okay, let's own it. Let's be honest about it. That was the case. Women didn't get paid same dollar amount. They didn't have the same opportunities. And at the time, they probably were looking at working a full-time job and taking care of the kids, etc. And there was a lot heaped on them. And so if a marriage dissolved, because they were sort of maybe even, underclass, second-class citizens, underpaid, certainly the amount of equality was not there. Okay, I totally get it. You know what? The marriage dissolves. Kids need to be taken care of, and for whatever reason, and yeah, the guy's got to kick in a little bit more to do something for his ex-wife. Whatever reason that marriage dissolved. But, capital B, but there has been a lot of change between now and then. And certainly through the fight for equality, which is something that I'm a fan of. So in no way is this some sort of a degradation or an attack upon women or equality whatsoever. In fact, if anything, this is a fight for equality. And equality actually means being equal. And so today, in 2014, ladies and gentlemen, if for whatever reason your marriage dissolves, I think that means your rights to each other's funds dissolves along with it. Now, does that mean that there should be a difference in some sort of problem with childcare or child support? Absolutely not. Child support needs to be taken care of on an equal level. Equal level. It is not one parent's responsibility solely. It is something that you share. But the idea that somehow in at this time in 2014 that I don't know, somehow one party is more responsible and should be giving money to the other one, because I talk about this semi-frequently, and people will point out to me, well, men can get alimony too. And I go, yeah, bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Look, if your relationship, your marriage dissolves, you know what? The right and the access to the income created by the participating adults goes away too. And then you equally work to take care of the children involved, if there are any. But the idea that somehow, certainly in most states and in most people's consciousness seems to be that if a marriage falls apart, somehow the male is supposed to kick out money to the female. That's the standard. That's the benchmark. That's the hurdle that gets jumped over, and that becomes actually something that is horribly debilitating and does actually nothing anymore than create problems and difficulty. Whereas if both parties began to do something like, I don't know, take responsibility for their lives. There's an idea. Take responsibility for your lives, so that what you do is you care and feed for yourselves, however you have to do that, and then make sure that you are doing something so that the children are involved, are, number one, cared for and fed, but are also completely uninvolved of any of the fighting and arguments that go along with any of the finances that go on. And yet far too frequently, and not even by my own experience, and yeah, I'm speaking from experience, but not only through my life, but through friends' lives and associates' lives, how often those finances and those things that specifically alimony becomes this point of fighting and arguing, and just it's like digging a great big financial hole, jumping in, and then taking the dirt and throwing it on top of yourself, and then complaining that you have to take a shower. It's just bullshit. If your relationship, your marriage dissolves for whatever reason, no matter whose fault it is, although let's face it, it's always both people's fault. Let's be honest there. The idea that somehow there's a single person that is involved and there is responsible to pay the other person money so that they can supposedly live is then, in essence, abdicating responsibility and letting the other person off the hook. I am for equality, and I believe that men and women are equal in terms of their responsibility of their lives and their marriages and their divorces. And so if you're going to be responsible and you're going to be adult, then pick it up and do your job and do what you have to do, and stop blaming the other person and stop trying to grab funds from the other, make somebody else bleed. Let's make somebody else live in poverty so that you can do whatever. I don't even know. That's a little bit vague. I get that. But that's my thought about alimony. And if anybody is out there and you've got thoughts or feelings about that, hey, call in. You know what? This is while this is my show and I just sit here and I talk and I say things and I play music. You know what? I welcome your input. I welcome your thoughts. So dial into the phone number that I'm looking. Oh, here we go. 213-973-2977. You know what? Pick up the phone. Call in. Tell me what you think. You agree? Cool. You disagree? Tell me why. Come on. Get off your loathsome spotty butts and say something. I know you're out there. I can smell you. Say something. Yeah, let's get stupid. Again, that's 213-973-2977. So along the lines of that, we're going to play another track by the band Oedipus. So along with the idea of alimony, we're going to play Kiss on the Fist, because that sounds about right. And then we're going to come back and talk about some other shit. Don't go anywhere.
I gotta take it slow. I gotta find myself and sell my shit and move to Mexico. And you always knew I would sell it if I could. The devil made me do it, so it ought to be good. And now I'm cast to bed, heartbroken. You keep waiting, I keep smoking. Realize when I resist, you hit me where it hurts. I got to catch up with a kiss on the fist. You got to make a bond, like bruises on your knees. I ain't trying to judge you, baby. Ain't too proud to beg you, please. I wanna lay your body down, kiss your head goodnight. I never need permission if I'm singing it right. And now I'm cast your bed, heartbroken. You keep waiting, I keep smoking. gotta get my fix. I need the novelty. I'm the lazy, narcissistic, arrogant bourgeoisie. I get cheaper every day, selling off my soul. But I put the hard-cocked rock in a rolling.
Once again, that was Oedipus with Kiss on the Fist, and my good friends Jeremy Hafner, Stephen Cohen, and Keith Larson. In fact, speaking of those guys, got to talk just at least for a moment about hockey, because, well, we're here in Los Angeles, and the LA Kings are, in fact, taking it up to, they are in the Stanley Cup Finals, taking on the New York Rangers, and I'm not a big sports guy, except when it comes to my hockey. Don't know quite how that happened. I got that rash, and I got to scratch it when it shows up, and they took out the Rangers in Game 1, and I'm guessing the Kings in 5. I'm not going to discount the Rangers, because they are not in any way a bad team, and certainly came at the Kings hard and heavy right up there in the first period. But somehow, the Kings were a bit, slow and sluggish in the first period the other night. But then they were down, 2-0. And I almost felt like they said, we just wanted a lead to try to catch up to, because other than that, we're bored. And I think they're that good that they're willing to almost be sluggish for a moment, just so that they've got something to do other than stomp ass. So all of you New York Rangers fans out there, I love you. I'm sorry, gonna hurt you, because the Stanley Cup is coming back to Los Angeles, and it's coming back soon, and I'm looking forward to doing those cheers and having that good time. But it's going to be a fun venture along the way. So this was something fun that actually I found in looking around for exciting things going on in the news today. So do you guys know the website AshleyMadison.com? I do. AshleyMadison.com, for those of you that don't know, is all about, it's a website where basically people that are married or involved in a relationship can actually go and look for an affair. They promote having an affair. In fact, I think one of their slogans is "Life is short, have an affair." Well, yeah, that's an interesting sensibility. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with it, but I understand the concept. I've been married twice. Anyway, so the interesting that came out is that a large percentage of the people that are on AshleyMadison.com are born-again Christians. Once again, something to repeat. A large percentage of the people on AshleyMadison.com that are involved in a marriage, and again, I'm married, I'm going to go look for somebody else to fuck, are born-again Christians. Apparently, they're looking for a lot of things to be born again about. So here's the stats. I find this amazing. Evangelists, 25.1% of the people on AshleyMadison.com. Evangelists. You want to talk about faith in action. Protestants, 22.7. Catholic, 22.75. Right there in the middle. Agnostic, 2%, but hey, they're agnostic. There's no religion there. Mormons, 1.6. I actually thought that the Mormon number would be higher because they're looking for a lot, multiple wives and husbands. So Mormons, hey, pick up the ball. What are you doing? Here's this is like gambling. Here's an opportunity to cash in. So step it up, boys and girls. Muslims, 1.5. I'm not even sure what to do with that. Jewish, 1.4. Atheist, 1.4. Jehovah's Witnesses, 0.5%. And Hindus, 0.3%. So I guess if you're really looking for somebody faithful, you're looking for somebody that you can rely on and at least trust not to go online and look for another husband or wife, marry a Hindu. Apparently, they're actually willing to not take advantage of all the joys that technology is out there to bring us. So there's that. Let's talk about this. So here we are on a Thursday. We are on just the 5th day of June. And once again, hey, there's been another shooting. There's been another shooting at a school up in Seattle. Yep, that's right. Up in Seattle, at a college up there, there's been somebody else with a gun shooting people. What is this about? Why is there suddenly this dearth of, people out there shooting each other? Why now? Number one, is there something that sent you off the hinge? Is this something that's actually been going on for a while and we've, been missing it or been unaware because now we've got all the social media and the news and the technology to be up on everything that's going on in every single moment? Or why is there suddenly, just recently there were the shootings, the stabbings, and the car drivings out here in Santa Barbara, and now we've got this stuff going on, up in Seattle. What the fuck? What is going on with people? What are you all? Is it Obamacare? No, it's not. I'm not going to blame this on Obama. Of course not. But what exactly is going on out there that somehow people are finding that there's some sort of a reason to pick up a gun and randomly start shooting at people? What is the grudge? And my biggest concern is not even what is the grudge. What seems to be, is there a universal psychosis that is taking hold? Is there a germ, a disease that is somehow spreading amongst us and latching onto the weakest and the most fragile, the ones that are most in need of help, and somehow they are, rather than finding a way to deal with whatever it is that they need to deal with, what they're turning to is picking up a gun and shooting. Wonder what that is. What's that's about? What is that about? If you've got thoughts and ideas, hey, pick up the phone, call in here. Talked about the number. This is a place to share thoughts and ideas. But what is going on with that? What's that about? What do you think that is? And if you don't want to talk about it on the air, that's okay. But think about it within yourself and with looking at the world around you. What is devolving? What's broken? Why is it broken? We can maybe look at how did it break, but I think the big thing is how do we fix it? But I think the only way to figure out how to fix it is to figure out, this is the symptom. What's the disease and how do we find the cure? And what do you think that is? Is it video games? I don't think so. Is it movies? I definitely don't think so. Is it music? Maybe Justin Bieber. Other than that, no, I don't think so. What do you think that is? I'm not positive. I don't have the answer. I wish I did. If I had an answer, I would certainly, I would spout it and I would say so. But I think it's worth fathoming and I think it's worth delving into. So as we look into what that is, what we're going to do is we're going to play a track by JJXO, in fact, that we played here last week, a premiere. White Flags and Cocktails, I think, is what we're going to do. Enjoy this one because I love it. And so while you listen to this, think about it. And when the song's over, keep thinking about it. And don't ever stop, because what happens around you may get solved and helped by the thoughts that you have within yourself and your own community and your own lives and your families and your children. So here's this.
When you speak, you leave everyone around us scared they won't survive and trying not to stare. When we kiss, it's a violent game that always makes a scene. Stepping out with you is always an affair. Holding court, root for sport, pretty to the point of murder. Talking fast, broke your glass, working hard to get us kicked out. So in love, tight embrace, kiss me like you're going to eat me. Flash your smile, slap my face, working hard to get us kicked out of this bar. Perfect sin, left alone to our devices. Sleep all day and treat the night like it's a test. And I don't do tattoos, but I'll let you paint my face. Pretty girls have always got to look their best. Holding court, root for sport, pretty to the point of murder. Talking fast, broke your glass, working hard to get us kicked out. So in love, tight embrace, kiss me like you're going to eat me. Flash your smile, slap my face, working hard to get us kicked out of this. White lights and cocktails and cigarette bars. The more I give you, the more I expect to have. Holding court, rude for sport, pretty to the point of murder. Talking fast, broke your glass, working hard to get us kicked out. So in love, tight embrace, kiss me like you're going to eat me. Flash a smile, slap my face, working hard to get us kicked out of this bar.
Yeah, because that song sucks. It does not. Again, that was JJXO with White Flags and Cocktails, which is basically the way you feel right about 1:45 in the morning at any given bar. I want another drink and I give up. Great stuff. So let's go on to something, really large and sort of important, and that is the stuff that's going on with the release of the soldier Bo Bergdahl and the trade for him and 5 really high-level, I would say, members of Al-Qaeda. Exactly. Let's cut to it and let's just say, fucking terrorists. And I want to preface this by saying this is not some sort of a partisan attack. on like the Obama administration because, I don't like him because of the color of his skin or because he's a Democrat or some other kind of bullshit. I happen to believe that this kind of trade was politically motivated and would have been done by somebody on either the left or the right. So just to qualify that. But here, what we've got is, by all accounts, other than, his family and anybody that's working the political circle, is a guy that apparently, he was a deserter. He apparently was not a big fan of what was going on in being in the military, was not a big fan of what was going on over in Afghanistan. And you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe he's got a point. Snowden has some negative things to say about what's going on with the NSA and with the politicians here. Maybe Mr. Bergdahl actually has a point and will have an opportunity to air that and vet himself out. But by all indications, he was a guy that was not happy doing the job that he was there to do, and he up and walked out, took a hike. And in the process of looking for him, 6 other soldiers died. 6 dead men. Those are 6 husbands, fathers, sons. 6 people died looking for that guy. And so what we ended up doing for supposedly solid political reasons, traded him, wanted to get him back. And so what we did was we unleashed onto the world 5 high-ranking members of Al-Qaeda, one of the largest terrorist organizations on the planet. It's, sort of like letting the high members of Microsoft loose on the... Oh, wait, they do. It's called Windows. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a Mac user. But so that happened. And so was that a good idea? I mean, I understand. I mean, part of me, I get a little bit conflicted with this because fundamentally, I understand the idea of, you know what, we don't leave ours elsewhere. Nobody gets left behind. We don't leave our POW someplace, if we can get them. Although, I don't know, was he a POW? Has yet to be found out. And I understand the idea that, we'll bring him home and he'll be in front of a military tribunal and we'll be able to investigate exactly what did or did not go on. And so, sure, we can get to the bottom of that. And if he was in fact a deserter, then yes, he may in fact have to deal with a certain amount of reprisal as a result of that. But at what cost? At what cost? The 5 people that we have let loose now on the planet, yes, they were in Guantanamo, Gitmo, as they like to call it. And if you've seen A Few Good Men, you understand that. Sure, they were POWs, and we let them go, and Obama is looking to close down Gitmo. So there's a certain political thinking and process there, but we've let these 5 people go, and by all indications, and as been reported for years, they're not gonna go home and play Parcheesi. These guys are not going, we are done. We are finished with no more bombs for us. We want to play games and we'll play with our children. No, they're gonna fucking go back to war, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna try to come back and kill a bunch of us or a bunch of our soldiers and things like that. Was it worth it? Was it a good idea? What do you think? I mean, think about it. 5 of the most dangerous people that are out there that have sworn on their lives a jihad, a religious war to try to take us out. And we traded them for this one guy who was essentially a deserter. Did we need to find a way to get him? Sure. By all estimations, his health was declining. There may have been some, although I thought I heard something about he may have actually high-fived one of his captors as he was leaving. Sounds horrible. God, I hate you. High five. Yeah, because that happens. So what does that actually mean? Is it a worthwhile thing? All right, I'll fucking say it. I don't think so. I think it was a mistake. I think it was an error in judgment. And I happen to think that it was a phenomenally great way to take our eyes off of what was going on here in regards to the VA. And all the stuff that's been going on with the Veterans Administration and the screw-ups there and the fact that we've been treating our vets like crap. And that was up on the front page. That's what everybody was talking about. That's what was the big thing in the news. And boom, we suddenly found a way to take somebody in the military and, we're bringing them home. We care about our veterans. Yeah, now the VA is on the second page or the third page. We're busy talking about this. This is once again another example, I believe, of the tail wagging the dog. Well done, administration. And once again, let me reiterate, I don't think this is not some sort of an attack on, this is only something that the Democrats would do, or only something that the Obama administration would do. No, this is something that fucking politicians do. This is the kind of bullshit that goes on, and it makes me sick. It absolutely, I'm almost disgusted even talking about it, because I'm practically feeding into it. So I think it's ridiculous, and I think it becomes about time that we as citizens, we as voters, we as taxpayers begin to pay attention and understand and see the sham that is in front of us for what it really is. Take the blinders off your fucking eyes. Take a look. It's right there. It's in front of you. I'm not big on conspiracies. I'm really not. But sometimes some things are just fucking obvious. It's right there in front of you. The timing, spectacular. The person being brought home, is this the best they could find? I'm sorry, but in lots and lots of different wars, there are literally tons of military people that are out there right now in the world that are MIA, that are AWOL, that have deserted for whatever their reason is. And yet we found this guy, and we're bringing this guy home, and we've traded a bunch of terrorists. And here's the other great thing. This is fun. So a couple of days before this happened, apparently Mr. Obama had a private meeting with Hillary Clinton to discuss this. Now, let's keep in mind, Hillary Clinton, while she has served with distinction, and she used to be the Secretary of State, she no longer is. And she may or may not be a presidential candidate for 2016. She has yet to announce. She keeps on saying, well, I'm not going to run. Not so sure about that. But yet, she's having private meetings with the president a couple of days in advance of this. Why would that happen? Because these things were going on initially when it was sort of under her watch, sort of like the stuff that went on in Benghazi. I don't know. That's kind of odd. Because at this point, she is a private citizen. She's no longer serving in government. So if our president is going to have a meeting with a private citizen, why not you or me? Oh, wait a minute, because there might be some influence there or some knowledge there. It's interesting and it's curious. I don't know. I think we'll have to just sort of watch all of this as it develops. But I think the one thing that I would say is keep your eyes open. Don't take your eyes off the ball, and don't believe everything that you're told. It's not all necessarily the truth, and the people that are telling you this stuff do it for a purpose. Some of it is just to be factual. And some of it may be to guide our thoughts and consciousness to a direction that is easy for them to manage and manipulate. Sort of like, parents do when you don't do your homework. It's kind of like that. Difference is you don't need a compass and a protractor to figure this shit out, unlike, geometry when you're in high school. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a break because, well, shit, I'm running out of shit to say. And there's honesty for you. Oh my God, because you can rely on that. You know what? You can actually, here's something that I can tell you. You can rely on, if I'm doing a show like this, I'm gonna be saying anything that I actually think or believe. You can trust and believe in that. And I know you feel it because I care. Well, a little bit anyway. So we're gonna take a musical break and come back and wrap this up with I don't even know what, because what the heck. So this is a track by Griffin Labs, which is features my friend Jamie Kime on guitar, Pete Griffin playing bass. Check this out, good stuff. Ear and mind bending. there's a little odd meter fun for you from Griffin Labs with their track Oslo. I don't know if that was in if that was in 5 or 7 for you musicians out there, but that was a damn good time is what it was. So we're gonna wrap up with an interesting thing that I just found out is that 2 major studios are gonna re-release 2 of their major hit films this upcoming summer. That's right, Sony is going to re-release Ghostbusters. Who you going to call? Yep, they're going to re-release that. And Paramount is actually going to re-release Forrest Gump on IMAX. What is it like? They're actually admitting that they don't have any decent new stuff to put out. I mean, those are 2. I mean, I love both of those movies. Ghostbusters, I tell you. When that movie first came out, there was a girl that I was sort of smitten with, and the 2 of us used to, we actually created a drink, and go ahead and try this. Don't blame it on me for the headache, but it was vodka with plum wine, and we would mix it, and we named it the Devil's Rain. And and we used to drink that and then go see Ghostbusters, and we did that for several weekends in a row. And various things happened in various theaters around the San Francisco Bay Area. And if you search deep enough on YouTube, you can probably find them. But anyway, so these 2 studios are going to re-release these amazing films for our enjoyment. And it'll be nice to see them again on a big screen. But I also have to say, I mean, wait a minute. Could you maybe, I don't know, invest in some quality new films? Forget the sequels. I love the comic book stuff. I really do. It's very fun. It's enjoyable. Some of it's great. Some of it. But how about something new? How about something exciting? How about having the nerve to go make a film that was written by somebody that has a unique, independent story to tell? Take a risk. I know you're all worried about the bottom line. I get it. Trust me, my bottom line is below my bottom. So I understand that. On the other hand, maybe if you began to create interesting and fun art that people might find unique, along the lines of, say, how did Quentin Tarantino become Quentin Tarantino? Because somebody had the nerve to go, oh my God, there's a guy with a vision. There's a voice we have not seen and we have not heard before. And look how that worked out. Not bad. Hey, have some fucking balls, you assholes. There is great art and there's great creativity out there. Go find it and have the nerve to put it out there and stand behind it and watch as the public rallies around it because it's new and unique and different and worthwhile and has a point of view and has something to say. Or go ahead and, put out a diaper commercial like you typically do. Other than that, there's not a lot more to say. So once again, we're going to wrap this up for the week. The next few weeks, we're going to return a little bit more to an interview format because I'm blowing my mind here and hopefully blowing yours or maybe making you think a little bit. I hope so. I hope this is making you think. That's the idea. And if not, you're not paying attention. Anyway, my name is Brian Crow. This has been another episode of Eat Crow. And tune back in next week, next Thursday. And my guest is going to be the very lovely and talented Allie Handel, who I've known for a great deal of time. And really phenomenal story of her life and what she's done and created musically, becoming a phenomenal singer, songwriter, guitar player as a female, which unfortunately we have to actually add that as a side note because rock and roll is not necessarily viewed as a female's industry, and yet she's kicking ass in it. So I'm looking forward to having her on and having you hear her stuff. In the meantime, go take care of yourselves and be nice to other people and try not to run over cats because most of them don't deserve it. I'm Brian Crow. Thank you so much. See ya.
skies darken and the lights start to flutter. The clouds move in and shadows appear. A man dashes from behind a withering oak and disappears into the billows of mist. We shall say farewell for now, but the crow shall returneth, and bring back with him we know not. Now join me for some fine drinks at Sunset with the Wise Guys.
Hi, I'm Andy there.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. Believe it or not, Playmate of the Year Kennedy Summers told reporters she really did pose for Playboy to pay for school. If she's attending school to be a yoga instructor, someone should tell her they don't have a pose called the centerfold. After refusing to pay off the original owner, yet another racist video from Justin Bieber's past has been made public. Unfortunately, these aren't nearly as good as a sex tape, since the only person Justin Bieber screwed was himself. Charlize Theron bailed on her $4 frozen yogurt tab, but returned later that day with Sean Penn, the money, and a $96 tip. I'm guessing Sean Penn wanted to join her because these days he's looking for any reason to make a comeback. 60 Minutes correspondent Lara Logan's back from a 6-month leave of absence following her inaccurate reporting. Of course, getting reprimanded by your bosses at 60 Minutes is the worst, since they just shake their heads looking at you saying... And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up.
It's time to build your website. But are you feeling overwhelmed on what to do next? What's the first step? What do? It's simple. Just give us a call. At Excite Media Los Angeles, we specialize in professional website development. For over 14 years, we have created well over 1,000 custom online experiences. From small businesses to enterprise, we can handle projects of any size. Need a mobile app? Want your site to do something unique? Looking to revamp and revive your existing site? We've got you covered. For more information, visit our website at xmla.com or call us at 818-985-2464. Excite Media Los Angeles, Web Development. At Healthy You Herbs, we are an authorized new body distributor. We offer only 100% all-natural herbal products with no additives or preservatives at the lowest possible prices. We pride ourselves on providing the best products for your well-being and to ensure you have access to essential supplements vital to the human body. Visit us online at healthyyouherbs.com. Healthy You Herbs, your health depends on us. Moment to Moment, the MTM Group is a full-service marketing and media agency that specializes in fostering emotional connections between client offerings and consumer passions. We produce memorable campaigns and experiences that meet client objectives through the thoughtful use of new technologies and core strengths we've evolved over the past 15 years. We lead with a proactive approach. Listen and deliver. For more information, visit themtmgroup.com or call 310-291-8066. Seeking a home for your website and require managed services? What are managed services? You need to make a change to your website but don't know how to do it? Don't have a content management system installed or don't understand how to use it? Managed hosting is the way to go. With XMLA Managed Website Hosting, you just email us or give us a call and we will update your website for you. Packages start at only $24.95 per month, and it's only $5 for each additional gigabyte of space. And you can host and serve your site on a fast, reliable platform with complete control. Visit xmlahost.com for complete information. At Healthy You Herbs, we are an authorized new body distributor. We offer only 100% all-natural herbal products with no additives or preservatives at the lowest possible prices. We pride ourselves on providing the best products for your well-being and to ensure you have access to essential supplements vital to the human body. Visit us online at healthyyouherbs.com. Healthy You Herbs, your health depends on us.
Time to relax, kick back, and enjoy some